Okay, so assembly for the seat. Now, it's helpful if you think of assembly for this little stool as a process. All assembly is a process. Rushing it is often has a dramatic impact on the outcome and the quality of your project, so let's not rush it. Here's what we've got. We've got our leg assembly, so obviously these parts are operating and these parts are as well. Now what I do, these would be upside down, but just so you can see better, I have them the right way up, but we would be assembling with the bevel, you know, upside down. Be careful when you do that, you don't damage your painted surface, but imagining they're upside down, you're going to open out the seat. Thinking then it's going to go over here. You can get this on in more than one way. Now we could screw those pieces down like that, but when the stool was open, you would have a very small centre of gravity. It would be rocky and not very stable. We could have them sitting this wide. They would overhang the edge of the seat, and it would be very low and probably inclined to collapse. So where I set them is lined up so that this edge here is flush and this edge here is flush. Then I'm going to sit them, and the idea with all of that careful marking out we did with the screw holes on these seats is that one will align with the outside small edge, and the other one will align with the centre of the outside of the other small edge leg. But we need to mark where this width is on our particular assembly when we have it in the centre of the stool. Now if I sit these here are the measurements we're going to do. We want these flush as a component, the seat assembly sitting flush like that, not too narrow, not too wide. And then we want it the same amount stepped in from this edge as that edge. And this one is sitting there at 35, and this one is sitting there at, oh, perfect first time, that never happens, sitting there at 35. Here's what we're going to do next. So we're going to mark the centre of that hole just delicately on the outside of the work, and likewise on this other small leg here, without moving the rest of the assembly. I'm going to mark there on that hole, and I can't see there on that hole. Okay, then get a tri-square, translate that marking out across, and you can fold the component closed to help you with your marking out, but take a tri-square, translate that marking out that we just did across the leg, half the width of the leg. Now we know our standard pine's 19 millimeters, so at 9.5 we'll put a mark, and that is where you're going to put your pilot hole. Now if you put your pilot hole exactly there and there, and on this one it looked like it's going to go, I've got my marking out here and here, where we had those screw holes. If you put your pilot hole exactly there and there and exactly level, when you come to sit your leg assembly on, it's going to sit so that this closes in exactly the right spot, but only if when you do your marking you sit these two seats flush.